Hey everyone, Anthony Benoot here with In Touch Mortgage Solutions. It's Friday, Finance Fridays, and thank you again for tuning in for another episode. On this episode, we're going to be talking about home inspections and why they're important, even if you don't have it in your offer to purchase. Stay tuned, we'll dive right in. Once again, we want to thank everyone for watching our Finance Fridays videos, and we hope that everyone's getting all the information that they can, whether you're looking to buy, refinance, restructure, and understand the mortgage and real estate transaction and everything in between. And on this video, what I want to do is actually talk about home inspections and why they're important, even if you don't have them in your offer to purchase, and why they're important to get one done. Now, generally speaking, in your offer to purchase, you have or can add a few days that you can go back to the home and visit it to get better acquainted with the house. We say to our clients that it's important to utilize maybe one of those days to walk through the home and go through the home with a home inspector so that you, as the new homeowner, will have a better understanding of what is required. So tip number one, or piece of advice number one, would be to hire a professional home inspector, a licensed home inspector that actually has all the tools and gadgets to go through the home to make sure that you know exactly what you're getting once you take occupancy and ownership of the home. So hiring someone, you can reach out to your real estate professional, your mortgage professional, going through, talking to friends and family who they used in the past, Google reviewing them. It's important to understand you have a reputable home inspector that basically can do the job to go through the home and give you a detailed report of all the deficiencies and things that require attention once you move in. Number two is making sure that you walk through the home with the home inspector. That's very important as well. A lot of times we'll see clients that will wait outside, or we'll hear that they're just waited in the car. They sent the home inspector on their own. Now, if you have the ability to walk through the home with the home inspector, we advise it, because this way you can actually get acquainted with where certain things in the home are located. For example, the mechanical room, the electrical panel, where the port for the attic are, going through and, maybe they're using the thermal imaging to go through the roof and see exactly what's in the walls. You can actually see what needs attention, especially if the basement's finished or unfinished. You're going to get value added advice from a home inspector, as they're also going to give you ideas of where certain cutoffs are, shutoffs, maybe going through the mechanical area to understand exactly, how old things are, where to look for certain information. That's going to be a very important part of walking through the home with them to get better acquainted. As a professional, they'll give you the right advice. Tip number three would be basically to take photo evidence of things that you see in the home, not only for your own personal records as you've walked through the home, and now you can actually take pictures of some of the things that you've noticed, as well as to maybe take pictures of the mechanical room, some of the items that are there, so that you can address them, go home, do some research about maybe some of the equipment that's in the home, understand how to maintain it, and this way you're prepared the moment you get keys to the home. So, and another reason that you want to take photo evidence is just in the event that there is a major concern. Obviously the report will be there as well, but also a negotiating tool that if you see something, you may be able to go back to the homeowner and have them address the issue if it is major or minor, but that is not something that's guaranteed if you don't have that condition in your offer. But it never hurts to try, and speaking with your real estate professional will give you better guidance on that. So basically, number four is, being not afraid to negotiate if there is something that you see or a deficiency that is arisen in your home inspection. But as mentioned earlier, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to get a discount, but you may be able to go back to them and say, hey, listen, this is something that we noticed. Is it something that you can address, before we take ownership of the home? If not, it also gives you the ability to know exactly what you need to do once you do take ownership of the home. So those are four things that we sort of looked at and why they're important when you're getting a home inspection, and why I think it's important for home inspections to be done, no matter if they're in the condition or if it's not a condition in your purchase agreement. It gives value added service to you, the new homeowner, to fully understand what maintenance, what things are required of you, and what things need to be addressed right away. I hope that everyone found this video helpful, and if you did, please feel free to share it, like it, and pass it along so that many Canadians can get a better understanding of the entire transaction from start to finish and everything in between, and fully understand why home inspections are important, especially if you have someone, or you are someone that doesn't necessarily think they need a home inspection. It is something that's important. Obviously, it comes down to if you're handy or not, but it's always good to have someone, another set of eyes that will point out something that maybe you didn't see. And someone who's been doing this, or a home inspector who's been doing it for a long time, is going to pick up on things or know exactly what to look for in homes of that age, for example, even if they're new or if they're old. We hope everyone enjoyed this video. It's Friday, Finance Fridays, and thank you again for tuning in. We wish you a great Friday and an even better weekend ahead. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next week.